What's poppin'? It's your girl Jazzy J. How y'all doing today? Welcome to my channel. If you are new around here, welcome. If not, what is up, buttercup? So today is Friday. I've decided that I'm going to do my chaotic cooking stuff in general on Fridays, because why the hell not? So that means I'll be doing workout Wednesdays on Wednesday, Dear Diary WTF on Sundays, and chaotic cooking on Friday. Now, y'all don't know this, but my best friend's birthday is this Sunday, May 2nd, if I remember correctly. And I want to do something special for her. Now, I'm definitely making this video obviously before her birthday, like the Wednesday before her birthday, and I'll be uploading it on Friday. But I figured that I would do something a little special. I've been wanting to bake for quite some time. A lot of people like my baking, so I figured, why not just take you guys through the whole process. I will be making two things. The first is a lemon poppy seed cake, and I'm gonna make them little itty bitty bite size, about that big roughly, kind of small. It'll be 2 layers. I'll have fresh whipped cream and then fresh strawberries in the center, layer that with another cake, and then more whipped cream, then probably I'll have to see if I want to do a lemon slice, because lemon makes dairy curdle. Maybe just a lemon peel, some sugar pearls, or just some more strawberries, or maybe I don't have any lemon leaves, so I'll figure that out decoration-wise as we go. The second thing that I want to do are Hong Kong egg tarts. She is Chinese and has been dying to have Hong Kong egg tarts for quite some time. She had them a lot when she was a child, and she just hasn't had any recently. So I'm going to do my best to make something that I've never had before, didn't really know before. Now I can't eat because it's egg. Yeah, we're gonna see how that goes, and hopefully she likes them. If I get her permission, I might insert how she likes them at the end. Don't know if I'll be able to do that, but at least I can take you guys on this journey and have somewhat of a mukbang at the end. But I have the majority of the ingredients. I'll go ahead and, the lemon poppy seed cake, I know that recipe by heart because I make cakes all the time and I can just improvise on the fly, so that's not going to be a problem. But the Hong Kong egg tarts, I'll see if I can't put in the recipe that I'll be using, which is probably just going to be something off of Google, honestly, and we'll see how that goes from there. But I do know that I have to get lemons, because I need fresh lemon peels and I need fresh lemon juice, and I do want strawberries, and I do need whipping cream, because the way I make whipped cream is heavy whipping cream, powdered sugar, and vanilla. So I'm gonna take you guys on a little journey to a favorite place called the supermarket, and hopefully I'll be able to film while I'm in the store. If not, then it's what it is, I guess. And I'll see you guys back here. Okay, cool. Okay guys, so I apologize for the way that it looks, like my steering wheel is like right here, but I'm currently on the way to the grocery store. It's not that far away from where I live. I would show you the surrounding area, but I kind of don't want you guys knowing where I live. So this is pretty much what you're going to be seeing for a little bit. I'll see you guys when we get to the store. Yeah. Okay, so I just made it to the grocery store.
and I'm gonna put on my mask, which is a little smiley face mask, and then I'm going to head inside. I'll probably bring you guys along, might put some background music over it. Not sure, never done this before, so we'll see how that goes. Yeah, and if not, then I'll see you guys back in the car and I'll show you guys what I got. Okay. Okay guys, so I just finished going shopping. I'm in the car right now. You guys hopefully saw what I got. If not, then I got the heavy whipping cream. Boop. Strawberries. My lemons. And I got one other thing that I didn't mention in the beginning, which were these aluminum foil baking cups. The reason why I got them is, technically speaking, the Hong Kong egg tarts are supposed to have they're supposed to have like a little wrapping thing that you're able to put them in. I'm not sure those aluminum baking cups are going to be able to hold the entire weight of the egg tart, but if not, I can use a muffin tin and I'll just use those to help get the shape that I want. And yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and drive home, and I'll see you guys back home in my kitchen. Okay, so I made it back. Welcome to my kitchen. It is bigger than this, but it's a little messy. So I'm just gonna show you all this part because that's really all you need to see. This over here and my lovely little stand mixer is what I'm gonna be using. And as you saw from the shopping trip, y'all were with us earlier, got my strawberries. Got my lemons. My little tin foil things for Hong Kong egg tarts. And heavy whipping cream. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna start with the cake first. The reason for that is I need the cake to cool down so that I can put the whipped cream on it without worrying about the whipping cream melting. That's kind of important when you are decorating cakes. If you have never decorated a cake before, you probably have never had to think about that before. But if you put dairy onto a hot cake, it will melt. That's just it. So I'm gonna put this over here. Let's get into it. I'm not really gonna stop this at all because I know how to make a cake, so there's no need to do anything like that. If it gets to be too loud, then I'll probably mute it and just put some music over it, and we'll go from there. But first things first, I'm gonna be doing a sponge cake, and I use 8 eggs. Now, for those who have been following me for a while and know that I'm vegan, yes, I don't really eat the cakes that I make all too much. Because it has eggs, I will not use dairy inside the cake. If somebody wants dairy on the outside as a frosting, like that's fine. But on the inside of the cake, I will not use dairy. I don't. There's no reason for me to use dairy. But I'm gonna start with 8 eggs. 8 eggs. And about a cup and a half of sugar. I'm gonna beat it to death. Okay? Cool, so let's cook those eggs. Wow, I'm out of the frame. Let me just turn it a little bit so you can see-ish. Put this in here. This doesn't go bad. Strawberries are gonna... I'm just clean off the strawberries. And some of these eggs in here are a little cracked. Oh my gosh. Okay, I guess we're not using that egg. Alright, looks like this is even more top. It's good. Everything else might have to be done. Yeah, that's looking a little bad. Roughly the size of the eggs. They're kind of small, a little bit on the smaller side. I go shopping at Costco, so that's what you get.
thing is wiped out. Dust. No dust accumulating. I guess you should have it so that it's encompassing my whole kitchen, but that's a lot of work. Y'all just gonna have to see what you see. Sorry. I don't know what to tell you. Alright, but I can at least bring it over. So we're gonna put this in. Should I bring that over there? That's over here. Hello. I'm still getting used to things. I apologize. Just gonna put all of this over here. And we're gonna plug this in. Okay. Again, all my stuff is very messy, so I apologize. If you're wondering why it's messy, it's because I live with a sibling. But yeah, okay. If you're wondering, I crack the eggs on the counter. The reason for that is the flat surface of the counter. Make sure to crack the egg evenly without puncturing the shell into the egg, so I have to get the shell out a lot less often. As I do more and more of these videos, I'll figure out like placement and things like that. It'll get better. I promise. It'll get better. Especially if I get an area that's like nice and open and light. Then I won't have to worry about my ring light all too much. You know, having a camera might help too. So just my phone. Alright, 8 eggs. Whenever you're done dealing with eggs, always, as I try to move this, always wash your hands. Always wash your hands. I'm not trying to get salmonella poisoning over here. It's just not what we're trying to do. I'm gonna show you guys the before. I'm gonna show you guys the in between, and I'll show you guys the after. So let's see. Cup. And a half of white sugar into the eggs. You're gonna put these off to the side because we're probably gonna use it for cake flour. When you're making a cake, always use cake flour. Don't use bread flour or all-purpose flour. Cake flour has, I feel like this is crooked. Cake flour has a certain other ingredient in it, which is actually just cornstarch. You can make cake flour, but that helps the cake to rise and it's a lot fluffier than if you were to use just all-purpose flour. Oh right, I was gonna show y'all. Oops, hang on. Let me turn this around. No? Okay, alright, that's fine. Well, here it is. This is what it looks like. Okay. I'm going to put you back in here. It's going to get loud. I would speed it up, but I don't know how. So, we'll see how this goes. Yeah. Nice your arm. And then from there. If you're wondering how long it's going to take, roughly 8 minutes. Yeah, let's do it like 5 to 8 minutes. Am I timing this? No, because I know what I'm doing. But yeah.
so it's still a little noisy, but this is pretty much the end product. It's much lighter, like a kind of like a pastel yellow type of thing going on. That's what you want. That's what you want. And in the meantime, while that is mixing, I'm going to wash off the strawberries. I'm gonna actually, what is it? I'm going to, oh, stay. Oh my gosh. Okay. I'm going to wash the strawberries in salt water, as you can see over here. So I'm gonna add, it's just warm water, not too much. Put some salt in here. Do I do this all the time? No. Not at all. I'm gonna turn this off. It's a little loud and I don't feel like talking over it. But we're just gonna put whatever strawberries I want into here, hopefully like bigger ones, that way I can cut off any pieces that I don't particularly want and or need. So dip that all in there. That's looking good. Mix it all around. There we go. And then we're just gonna put this off to the side for a second. If I need to wash off more strawberries, I can do that later. But in the meantime, I'm gonna put my strawberries back into my fridge and I'm going to shave some lemon juice. Ready to go. This is gonna get out of my way. Hi, I'm a mess. Typically, when you're shaving lemons, you use as small as a grater as possible. I don't have a super small grater. I have this grater, which the holes, you can move them, they're not terribly bad, but they're still big for what I want in a cake. So once I finish washing and grating the lemons, I'm going to chop it up so that it's smaller. Okay. And these lemons are pretty small anyway. Like I have small hands. These lemons are small. But maybe I'll be able to grow a lemon tree out of them. That would be nice. That would be very, very nice. And hopefully I don't hurt myself, because that is a thing that I tend to do. I'm gonna bring you guys closer just a little bit. While I'm over here, I'm actually going to put in, that's what I need to add. I need to add lemon juice and vanilla extract to my thing, and I'm going to just angle you down just like that so you can hopefully see what exactly is happening over here in the corner. It's just a little bit. Okay. I'm ready. So this is what it is. Oh, it smells like lemons. It smells so good. Get as much off as possible. Trying not to hurt myself. That's like nothing.
basically what I do after this oh, it's not big enough. Cut the lemon in half. And if you don't have like a lemon squeezer, just use a fork. It'll make your life easier. And then just squeeze it right on into here. Ugh, I wish I had a partner. That'd make this easier. Oh, and if you're wondering, lemons actually make your garbage disposal smell very nice, very clean, very lemony. So instead of just throwing them into the trash and letting them rot, take 1 or 2 lemons with the lemon peel and toss it into your garbage disposal. There you go. Yeah, especially considering how small these lemons are, I'm gonna need quite a bit because I want these to be like super, super lemony. That way it can counteract the sweetness of the whipping cream. The sweetness of the whipping cream. I cannot talk today. I'm so sorry. And I'm just gonna repeat this process for quite some time. So this is essentially what I'm going to be using in terms of lemon zest. And when I say I just chop it up real small, because I've done this before and I've noticed that when you take a bite into cake, you don't want a chunk of lemon zest in your mouth. It's just not as appetizing as you might think it is. So I'm going to chop it up as small as possible. There we go. That's good. And you don't need a lot, because like, it really is just to bring out the smell and kind of the taste, but not as much as you guys might think. So small is good. It'll get through the entire cake. You can put this in at the end. It also just doesn't matter when you put it in. Wipe off your knife, clean your food, back of your knife. Don't be cleaning up the front of your knife. You're trying to kill yourself. And I'm just gonna scrape it into my batter over here, off camera, because I can't edit, I guess. Okay. And it goes. And then I'm also going to add in, oh, where is it? Vanilla. Just gonna turn this so it's over here. Vanilla's going in. That is a lot of vanilla. Vanilla is expensive. Please remember that. As a person who makes cake, you really should be measuring everything. But I don't, because again, I'm used to it, so. I'm going to finish, because this is how much lemon juice I have at the moment. Woo! Can't really see it, can you? Hang on, let me, there we go. I would say it's about, oh, hang on. The lemon juice that I have right now, it's about maybe like 1/3 of a cup of lemon juice. And I really want this to be lemony. She likes things that aren't super sweet. So, well. She likes things that aren't super sweet, so I'm just gonna add more lemon into it. This is also a thing that I do whenever I'm cooking, baking, doing whatever. Always try to clean up as you go, so that way when you get to the end, you don't have a lot to clean up. Otherwise, you're gonna have pan after pan after pan after pan of things that you need to clean up, and you're not gonna want to do it. Not after doing all that baking or cooking. So when you're done with it, if you can and you have the time, just wash it. That way, if you need it again, it's there, and if you don't need it, it's already done and washed. I'm gonna finish squeezing these, which is again super easy to do. If you're really lazy like me, there's really no reason for you to get a lemon squeezer. Just use a fork, use a spoon, you can use a chopstick. Just use a utensil, you can use your hands. And just squeeze the lemon out that way. I like using the fork because it gets all of the lemon juice possible out of the lemon instead of just using my hands, because then I feel like I miss stuff. Put that in, and when you're pouring in the lemons, make sure that one, your strainer is clean, and then 2, you have a strainer, because otherwise you're going to be trying to get lemon pieces out of the batter. And I could just bring it over here. What am I doing? Hang on. Anything that I add, I'm just gonna. Alright, so this is how my batter is looking at the moment. You can see it. Egg, sugar, lemon, vanilla. I'll put you right here to the side. Okay. And we're gonna pour in. Do as close as possible. So y'all can see. There we go. That's super lemony, and the rest of these seeds here, I'm actually probably gonna try to grow a lemon tree, or a few of them. That's one of the things I like to do in my spare time, is grow plants, and this doesn't need a whole lot. Okay, well that is actually, that needs like 10 seconds, 15 seconds maybe. Alright, perfect. So all of that is nice and mixed in now. This is off to the side. Flour, that's what I need. Use a separate bowl. Get your cake flour. Which one is open? This one's open. Cake flour. Cake flour. Baking powder. There is a difference, for people who don't know, between baking powder and baking soda. Baking soda rises a lot quicker than baking powder, so if you're not sure, use baking powder instead. Unless the recipe calls for baking soda, use baking powder. Baking soda is more for like bread. Salt. Anything else? Baking powder, salt, all of that's in there. Unless you want like a food dye, that's about it. And the other thing that I add is vegetable oil. Which is over here. like a third of a cup of vegetable oil. Yeah. I'll do like a half cup. If you were to make other cakes, like a spiced cake, or maybe like cinnamon or hot chocolate, you would add the rest of your powdery stuff like here. But since there's no reason for me to, that's it. And for those of you again who bake and whatnot, you should know the rule of dry, wet, dry. Start with adding the dry ingredients, put your wet ingredients in between, end with your dry ingredients. What? And then mix until just incorporated. Wow, okay. Oh my gosh. So again, we're gonna bring you over to this corner as far as possible. We're gonna lower that a little bit. Ooh, don't spill. Here. Flour goes in as everything starts to sink. Bring it up. Add in oil. Add in the rest of your flour. And then add in the rest of your flour. Preheat oven. Oh my gosh. Ready? 315. Alright. That's pretty much it. That's all you're gonna need. I'm gonna bring this back over here. Look at the batter! Whoa! And poppy seeds. And this is the last thing we're gonna add, and I just add generously. I know she likes poppy seeds, so that looks good. You're supposed to measure it. I have nothing to say to that. And for this, just fold it in instead of mixing it in. It'll just make your life easier. Let me see, there's a lot in here. I might need to add more cake butter. It's really loose, so I think I'm gonna add a little bit more cake butter. Maybe one of these days I'll do like an ASMR video with all of this. Alright, done, cool. last thing. Put you right back up here, right to the top. Pan baking spray. And these cute little square baking dishes. They're actually brownie pans. If you're wondering why I said you need pan baking spray, it's because it has flour in it. If you plan on baking, you need to have flour. The oven is ready. You need to have flour so that nothing sticks. Because if you have things that are sticking, it's not gonna be a fun time for you. Just gonna be honest with you. And the way that I'm doing this is gonna be a little bit different than what you guys are probably used to seeing. I'm not actually going to use all my squares here. And there is a reason for that, actually. It looks great. Okay. The reason why I'm not using all of the squares is because when it bakes, the extra squares around it, you want to fill them with water. When you fill them with water, it actually creates like an even cake. Instead of the cake forming a bump, it's just flat when you use water next to it. So that's why, if you're wondering. I don't have a fancy spoon or anything, so I use like just a measuring cup. And measure out the cake. And try not to get it everywhere. That's what it looks like. Okay? Ooh. This is gonna be a long process, so I'm gonna see you guys when I'm putting the cake into the oven.
so all of them are done. They're now gonna go into the oven. I'm gonna give them, they're small. They're little itty bitty things, okay? Not that big. I'm gonna give them 10, maybe 15 minutes, and then check on them. Hopefully they're good to go, but I'm gonna go ahead and put them into the oven. You guys can see down here. It gets a little hot. There we go. And fit in together. We'll see how they look in like 10 to 15 minutes. Okay, so it's been the 10 minutes. Might have been a little longer actually. But this is how we're looking so far. I actually think that they're done. So give me a quick second. I'm gonna pull them out. Whenever you're checking cakes, always check the center, make sure they're done. You don't want batter in your mouth, especially with egg. Gonna pull this out. I actually have and it's cake testers. Little itty cake testers over here. Oh! Oh my gosh! This here. There we go. Just make sure that it's completely done. Yeah, these are good. Alright, so I did accidentally forget it in the oven longer than it was supposed to be there. Oops. So it probably went closer to 15 minutes than it did, or 10, but this is what we're looking like, guys. They look so good. I'm sorry you can't see it all too well because, well, my camera is my phone, but they're looking so nice. Alright, and we're just gonna put in this batch here. Plop that in. Okay. And for the moment, that's it. I'm going to let these cakes cool down a little bit. Once they're cool, I will take them out, put them onto a plate, let them cool a little bit more, maybe put them into the fridge. Yeah, I'm gonna make a little bit more of the cakes, and then after that we'll get into the Hong Kong egg tarts. Okay? Okay guys, so everything is pretty much done now. Here are the cakes. You can see them. That's plate number 1. And this is plate number 2 in here somewhere. Which means later on I'm going to make the whipped cream and I'm going to decorate them. I might not be able to get to show you how to make the Hong Kong egg tarts. I will do my best. If not, they will definitely be up on Instagram. But I at least want to show you guys how I'm decorating the cakes so that you guys have enough time to see them. Because I know this video is running. It's running kind of long, so let's just, yeah. But the strawberries are over here. I have washed them off. They are completely dry now. I will be chopping those up. And then I will show you the little containers that I'm going to be putting all of the stuff in. But first we have to make the whipped cream, which is actually a lot shorter than you might think, especially considering I just washed pretty much everything except for the baking tins. So that'll be real quick, but let me go ahead and do that. Yeah.
So I'm gonna scoot this back for a little bit. Hang on. All right, so the whipped cream is done, as you can see here. It's nice and fluffy. Pretty much what I wanted was like that stiffness, because if I didn't have the stiffness, then it wasn't going to stay. And the reason why I brought you guys down so low is because I want y'all to see how I assemble these cakes, which will be interesting, and I showed you guys a little bit earlier. These are the packaging that I'm going to be using. It has a special invitation post parcel on it, and it's kind of like a little box that has like a parchment papery type of thing on the outside and on the inside, so hopefully it'll be a non-stick type of thing. So it was really cute. Hopefully these cakes fit. But yeah, here we go. I'm going to actually wipe off the surface first just to make sure, because I did just finish washing the dishes, so I don't want any water stuff or whatever being over here. Alright, so now I'm going to assemble these cakes and make sure it's good. This will be fun. Oh, that's right. So I'm going to be using, of course, a piping bag, because you should when making these things. Like, it's a no-brainer. Okay, and I need a spoon. This out. Anything else? Strawberries. I need the strawberries. So we're going to cut up the strawberries first. Let me get them. Here they are, beautiful and majestic as strawberries. Ooh, don't make fun of how I said that. Alright. I got my mid-Atlantic accent. Oh! Dropping everything. Are we far enough away now? Alright, so let's pretty much just try to assemble this as best as possible. Actually, wait a minute. Alright, let's do this quickly before my camera dies. Ooh, it is sticky. I'm gonna have to clean that. Let me go ahead and put this in. Normally I would use a piping tip, but I don't care because this is the inside of the cake. Oh, I have to make sure the cake fits. Hang on. Let's take this one and plop it in. Oh, it fits perfectly. Oh my gosh. That's adorable, guys. This is adorable. This is adorable. Okay. But anyway, fill this up with whipped cream. If I need to make more, I will. That's why I left the whisk over there. But in the meantime, this is what we got. Scissors, cut at an angle. How much cream do I want in here? That looks good. And a pipe. I guess I can't see it like that. I don't know how to really show you guys this. I'll work on angling later. Sorry.
it's gonna look somewhat like that on the inside, if you can see it. It's a little bright. I'm gonna put our strawberries inside. I swear somebody's gonna make fun of me. It's okay. It's okay. Little spoon, strawberries in. Maybe I should need these a little smaller. It's okay. There we go. And cake. Right, actually, I'm gonna give it a little bit more. Perfect. And then second cake right on top. And now we have this beautiful little thing, and honestly right now I'm going to take these bad boys and I'm going to put them into the fridge just like this so that they can set, and then I'll do the other whipped cream on the top. But until then, let me go ahead and get the recipes out of the way. Alright, these are going to sit in the fridge for a little bit, and I'm going to show you what they look like without the covering on the side. Okay guys, I got lazy. It's the next day. I'm sure you can tell by the clothes that I'm wearing that is the next day. But I finished the cakes. This is what they look like. Oops, hang on. And then for the ones on the outside, this is what these look like. So I pretty much topped them off with, you saw the strawberries, and I put on the sugar pearls. So that's all good. I can't really eat them, but according to my sibling, they're very good. I did do the Hong Kong egg tarts. I will be honest, I overbaked them. They swelled up like little balloons, and then they just kind of deflated, you know? So they're little crinkly on the top, you know? They got their little originality going on here, but yeah, that's okay. That's okay. Now, if I get her consent, I will try to show my friend's expression on the cake when she gets them. If not, this is it. Alright, that's it. I hope you guys liked this video. It's definitely different. I will get used to this style of filming. I'm hoping at some point I can get an actual camera where I can just flip back and forth between me and the food. I'll figure out the logistics of walking around the grocery store, because I really am concerned about getting kicked out of the grocery store because of filming, and I know there are some stores that I'm not going to name in this video that do not want photography or videoing of any type in their store to prevent people from taking their prices. So I'll figure out a way around all of that, and the next cooking video I do, I don't know, I might do noodles, or I might do a pasta of some sort, something that I eat like on a pretty regular basis. But if you like this video, go ahead and leave me a thumbs up, turn on the notifications so that you know when I post another video, subscribe to this channel because I always love to see more subscribers and more people joining the family. Share the crap out of this video if people have advice and on techniques if they think would be beneficial. I'm always willing to hear them. If you want to have more if you have suggestions about things you want to see me do, remember there's two categories. You can either drop a recipe from
your culture or your family, or at some point, I'm probably only gonna do this once a month. You guys can give me 10 ingredients and I'll try to make a dish out of them. So if you are interested in that, go ahead and drop that down in the comments below.